Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For my first time viewers, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and showing your girl some love. To my subscribers, I want to thank you so much for showing me love and returning always to watch my videos. And while you're here, go ahead and make sure that you like, subscribe, and also tap the notification bell so that you'll know when I actually upload my videos. Typically, I upload every Sunday and every Thursday, so that's something to look forward to as well. Today, we'll be doing a simple but cute look flare. I know y'all see that liner. I know y'all see that liner, but this is the look that we'll be completing today. Make sure that you comment down below. Let me know how much you like it. Also, leave suggestions that you would like for me to do here on this channel. This is not about me. This is about you and what you all like. So if you don't mind, we'll go ahead and get right into it.
I hear you breathe, but I can't see if you're right here next to me. Something's wrong. Wasn't it fun? Is it now we're done? You get...
Hey, so we're gonna start off with MAC's Prep and Prime Essential Oil. I absolutely love this oil just because it really hydrates your skin, especially if you're in a drier climate or you just basically have drier skin. This is really good for prepping your skin and making sure that your makeup lays flat. So as you see, I'm basically just rubbing that all over my face, down to my neckline, especially up under your eyes, especially because that's usually where the driest. And next, we're going to go in with our Crayoncase Eyebrow Pomade, and it is in the color dark brown. My eyebrows are typically a little bit darker, basically the same color as my hair. And I always use a slanted brush, which is from the Crayoncase as well. Of course, you're going to comb your brows in a uniform motion, making sure they're all lined up. And you're going to just little by little fill in your brows and make sure that you're like filling in any type of sparse areas, just like I'm doing here. You're going to do it on both sides and make your eyebrows to be uniform as possible. I always make sure that I brush back through there because I want to make sure that my eyebrows are looking as natural as possible, although I fill them in. Next, we're going to use MAC's Studio Finish Concealer, and it is in the color NW35, just in case you can't see that. I really love this concealer for the consistency. It's thick, but it doesn't look thick, at least not to me. It gives you the coverage that you need without it being like super duper pasty. And I always, since I fill in my brows, I make sure that I go above and underneath my brows. It is totally up to you. I do see some ladies just line the underneath their brows, but I also go on top. It is personal preference. Again, makeup is all personal preference. It is totally up to you. I'm going to take my foundation brush and make sure that I blend that out really well. Although, of course, there's going to be makeup go on top of that. You still want it blended out. You don't want it to dry down like that and then it stays there. I'm going to use the lovely Crayoncase eye glue stick. This is my eyeshadow primer. You literally only need like the smallest squirt of this. You're going to put that on your eyelid. Of course, make sure that it's coated really well, especially if you have any hyperpigmentation on your eyelid, especially like I do, just on the inner section of my eye. But just make sure you pat that on, and it dries really quick too, so you don't have to worry about putting it on and it muddies your color. This is the matte book. I know y'all probably are tired of me using it, but it literally, y'all, it has every color that you possibly could need. And again, I do love the transition colors, and that's where we're going to start this tutorial at today, is with the transition colors. And I'm pointing to these three colors because, again, like my other videos, I really like combining my colors, like especially as the transition colors, because it literally doesn't make any sense to keep picking up like different colors when you can combine them all and get your eyeshadow done really quick. Of course, I always want my eyeshadow to look good, but it's not totally necessary to like step 1 color, step 2 color, step 3 color. No, you don't have to waste all that time. So now we're going to go in with the dark chocolate color, and we're going to put that color, place that color right on top of what we've already done. Basically what we're doing right now is building our eyeshadow color, building a little dimension there. And as you see, I did take another fluffy brush, something that a very clean brush with no other color on that way that when I actually deposit that color on my eye like you're seeing, you don't have to worry about it combining with any other color. So I'm going back in with that first brush that I had before, and I am blending out those harsh lines. Because like I said, always blend, 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 girl, blend. Because we're doing something colorful today, we will be starting with the yellow. Yay, now it's back in focus. But we'll go from yellow to green, but you all will see it. We're going to get a flat brush and we're going to start with the yellow. So I tap that color into the brush. I tap that brush into the color, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that we pat that color in. Pat, pat, pat. Or like, what's her name? Sweet to say? Tap, tap, tap in. Or whatever the name of that song is. But now we're going to flip that brush and we're going to go in with the orange. And we're going to pat that color in as well. And of course, you're going to do that on both eyes. Making sure that your eye look it looks the same on both sides. And I'm just patting more and more color in because I want to make sure that it shows up. And I'm going back into the yellow and making sure you all can see this yellow now. Like, I need you to see all of the pigment. I need you to see all of the color. So now I'm taking that same neutral fluffy brush, and I'm making sure that my colors are basically blended in. And I'm also adding in some of the dark chocolate. This is MAC Cosmetics eyeliner brush, and it is in the color Misty Me, if I'm not mistaken. It is a silver color eyeliner. I absolutely love it. Literally a little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to actually go ahead on my eye and outline what I just did. Basically just give you a little dimension to a cut crease. And of course you're going to mimic that on both eyes. So make sure you do that on both sides just as even as you possibly can. Do not open your eye all the way like I did. Try to make sure your eyes are a little slanted, a little closed, so you don't transfer your eyeliner from the middle of your eye to the top of your lid, because it's so easy to happen. Now we're going to use MAC's in Extreme Dimension Mascara. Again, this is one of my favorites because it really does fully coat your eyelash. And I don't put a lot on. I just really more so do it so that my lashes will have something to adhere to once I actually put the glue on and actually put those on my eye. I do not apply my lashes soon as I put the glue on. So that's why you see me go ahead and move on to the foundation. I allow my glue to get a little tacky. And I am going in with the Juvia's Place foundation in the color Kampala. And it is in the number 340, if I'm not mistaken. Using that foundation to make sure I blend that out. And you are going to place that around your whole face, of course. This is one of the best foundations right now that I really, really like. A little bit goes a long way. It's really thick, but it doesn't feel like you have a pound of foundation on. I really like it, especially if you have any type of hyperpigmentation issues. This will really, really, really cover it up. And I like to pat that in. You'll see me swipe in some places, and then you'll see me pat it in other places, because you just want to make sure that it's fully distributed. Again, if you have any type of hyperpigmentation, make sure you just dab that on. I'm going to go ahead before my glue actually sets too much. I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes on. Again, this step is you don't have to do this. It's totally optional. You can use your fingers to actually place your eyelashes on. You can use tweezers. Whatever is best for you is what I would suggest you do. Now we're going to start with our first concealer, and it is the Prolongwear Concealer by MAC Cosmetics in the color NW40. As you see, I just put one little pump and concealer on, and I'm going to go ahead and go underneath my eyes and make sure that I pat that in place. To cover any type of dark circles, you can totally, of course, put concealer wherever you want to. Maybe you have a scar on your cheek or on your chin or something that you're trying to cover up. You totally can put concealer there. Concealer is not just placed underneath your eyes. It is literally wherever you want it to go. Look at my little shimmy there. Next, we're going to go into Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. I really like this concealer too as well. It's literally like the right amount of consistency. It's not too thick and it's not too thin either. And it covers any type of dark circles, any type of like correction that you need to do. I just like to go in with a lighter concealer underneath my eyes. It is totally up to you. You don't have to do that. But it helps subtract from any type of darkness. You don't have to go like too light where it looks like, you know, you're a ghost or it makes you look dead. This step is totally up to you, but I just like to subtract away from the darkness and highlight underneath my eyes. It is up to you. You could totally stop at the first concealer if that's what you want to do. This is completely optional again. Next, we'll be using the Thecrayoncase Chalk Dust in the color A. If I'm not mistaken, I think she has like maybe 10 shades of setting powder. It is totally up to you what you choose. I just think this works better with my skin tone, and on top of the fact of what color that I use for my under eye concealer, especially the lighter tone. I want it to basically balance it out, but I don't want to overdo it either. I see some people use like really bright under eye setting powder. Again, it's personal preference. Using too light is just not my preference. I'm going to line my eye with Ulta Beauty Gel Eyeliner. And this is going to go underneath. It is a chocolate color and the name is rubbed off. So I am so sorry. So sorry. But I'm going to line my eye with that. And my favorite blush palette. Watch me blush. I'm sorry, I cannot talk with these braces. They are annoying. I'm going to contour with the color Hot Cocoa, and I'm going to use the color Tangerine as my blush. Again, orange looks really good on deeper melanated skin tones. It is totally up to you, but I'm telling you, if you try it, I promise you're not going to go back. And where you choose to contour is your business. It's what you want to do. You can contour your chin. You can contour your cheekbones. You can contour your nose. Literally, you can contour whatever you want to. It's totally up to you. My face is super round, so that's why y'all see me contouring like underneath my chin. Whatever. I don't need your judgment. Now I'm contouring my nose just a little bit. I don't like to do a deep contour because look, sis, you just gonna get this nose. This round nose, you're gonna get it. And now I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with the MAC Cosmetics and Extreme Dimension Mascara as well. Just make sure you fully coat those on the bottom. You don't want to overly do it. So take your time because this brush is a little bit larger and you don't want it to smudge. For my highlight today, we'll be using Cappuccino. And we are going to place that on our cheeks, the bridge of our nose, and just the top of our lip, which is called our Cupid's bow. I really like this because it does give you a good highlight without it being like too extreme. But if you want something, you know, that's a little bit extreme, that's totally up to you. And of course, this is my favorite Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I absolutely love this in the summer and the spring and the summer. Just because it just gives you that right amount of dewy, but it also sets your makeup really well. Like you can see even on my chest how dewy it looks. Now we're going to be using the Thecrayoncase. It is a liquid lipstick in the color Gumbo. I'm going to use Gumbo as my lip liner today. I cannot find my MAC Chestnut liner, but it is what it is. We always improvise. And I really like this one anyway. I like it as a full lip color, or I like it as a liner. And we're going to go in the Tom Ford lip gloss. I'm going to place that right on top. As you see, I'm kind of blotting that crayon case to make sure it's dry. And I'm placing this color on top because I think it just gives it a nice shine. And this is my final look. Y'all have to comment down below. Let me know how you like it. Also, let me know what other type of looks you like to see. Do y'all see the skin glowing? Sis. Anyways, until next time, see you later.